How to do it. Let me show you how to do it. All right, so today we are going to be unboxing this pool vacuum with my two beautiful kids. Hello, buddies. Hello, say hello.
Hello.
All right, so today we're going to be unboxing this Mybot, and this is a pool vacuum. And I used to have this old vacuum before, which was the suction thing, and we're getting rid of this because I'm just fed up of spending all the money and getting rid of it. So it's just the one thing that I don't like about these is it just sucks up a lot of dust and dirt and send it back to your filter. And you just have to clean the filter because in my area, I get a lot of dust and stuff. So it's an open pool, so all that clogs up my filter, and I have to pretty much clean my filter every 5 to 10 days. Sometimes maybe earlier than that. So this pool vacuum, basically what it does, this is electronic version of this pool vacuum, and it has these nice filters, and what they do is capture everything inside the filter, and you can just take it out from here and clean it. So these are pre-programmed. You just relax, cleans up to 6,500 square feet per hour. That's pretty darn good. Cleans the floors and the walls, and filters up to 4,200 gallon per hour. So that's quite a lot of water that's filtering through, and it removes dirt as small as 2 microns in size, which is very small. So this is great. This is by Mybot robotic automatic pool cleaner. It was recommended to me by somebody, and it has been working great for them. Has a lot of good reviews, so I decided to try this out. The best part is I just leave it connected, and I don't need to run my pool pump for it to work. That's the best part, and it does not take a lot of energy, so that's the best part. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox it and go through the installation. Okay, so here it is. You can see it's nice. Like, the whole rubber brushing thing is pretty cool. And let's see what's inside. So these are the filters inside, and the way we're going to clean them. And these are very nice fine filters, so capture all the dust and debris in here. So buddy, look, because you're going to help me clean it, right? So these are the 2 filters, and you can rinse it, and these are nice, very nice and sturdy. So it'll capture all the dust and debris will come right here. And this is the top part. Close it clockwise and anti-clockwise too. There you go. This is how you close it. It's nice and sturdy. Past factory water. Okay, so that's just a sign that they have done some testing, which is a good thing. And this is the actual timer that is pre-programmed, so you can go ahead and climb, time cycle, set up what is this? Change, set up change, and start and stop. So this is kind of like it's a 120 plug, and very simple connection, seems like. Okay, so look at this port, which is this long cord, is nice and waterproof. You can see it's very nicely built, and this is like a 4-prong. Now there's probably only one way you can put it in. Yeah, you see this lip on top, so we're gonna see this thing on top.
Thing on the left corner, top left.
Yeah. That notch, right? Yeah. Notch will. So I align the notch on top. Can you hold this? Okay. Once you align it, you just basically do this. That's it. That's the on-off switch right from here. This goes into the power cord. This can be mounted on the wall. Okay, so it came with this manual, and let's see. It's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I need to follow the manual, but I just wanted to show you guys, you know, the setup and everything. And it's just the same connector connection that I showed you on the video. Just basically connected. It needs to be a minimum of 11 feet from the pool. And then this is, you know, the different types, you know, the 30S, 60S. And just talks about how long. So whatever works for you, you know, it's different for everybody, however you want to do it. This is just an internal mechanics of this whole thing. And the good thing is not a lot of parts in there, you know, just belt and the 2 brushes, and that's pretty much it, which is what I like. So that means it's going to last me a lot longer. The more small moving parts you have, the more it breaks. So less of stuff is better. So we can go ahead and set this thing up. Just sinking in the pool, all the bubbles. The sink. You know, once it's plugged in, you power this thing on. Hear that beep. And it already shows 122nd, 3 hours. And to run it, you just press run. And there, it started to move. There you can see it's already climbing up the wall, going back. And you just make sure you give it some slack so it can do its job. Guys, you like it?
But yeah, why is this spout splashing the water?
It's even climbing up the steps. So setting this thing up is pretty easy. So once it's off, if you want to change any of these settings, how intense you want it and for how long you want it, you just click on setup and you just set it up. So this is 1.5 hours, 30S, 60S, 90S, 120S, and you can change all those settings. So, and then once you're done with your settings, you just click on run and it's gonna start doing its job. Okay, so after I put this in the water and was testing it for a while, I noticed that it was climbing up the stairs and kind of getting stuck over there. I was having a hard time. So what I ended up doing was remove this. So this thing is a floating device that goes around it, and it just literally sits on top of it. And you know, then it has a filter cover basically. But this thing is filled with water. So it says or some kind of fluid at factory buoyancy. So it has some engineering in there. So if you shake it, it's not the pool water that's in there. It's actually filled with some kind of fluid. So you're gonna make sure you don't remove these, of course. So I removed it and now it's working much better. So in case if you have a deep pool like I do, you know, you may want to remove it because it's going to work much better. For pools that are shallow, you know, you may want to leave it in there because that kind of adds a little bit of weight and keep it down. but in my case it's working perfect. And I've been using this thing. This is my first week of using it, you know, so for the past few days I've been using it, and it's been working great. It climbs up on the wall, as you can see, and comes up all the way up, brushes it. It does a great job. And you know, when I remove the dirt from the filters, you know, it's I noticed quite a bit of small sediments, sand, and things like that. So here's the whole setup. I haven't put this whole thing in the water, but you may want to, you know, leave some extra space in there. So this is the whole setup. I haven't hung it on the wall yet, but I'm planning on mounting it right there. These are my settings, you know. So 3 hours at 30. This is how much you want it to climb on the wall, and this is the how many hours you want it to run. You can change it, and you can start and stop from here. So that's pretty much it so far. I'm loving this, and this is all waterproof, so you can leave it in the rain. It's all sealed up from here, so you don't have to worry about it, even if it's sitting down, whatever. Just don't want to get it flooded. That's the only reason I want to mount it on the wall. Came with the harness, so you can use that, but you have plenty of cord. And the reason I like it more is because now I have to clean my filter less. So you can see I picked up those leaves that were right here when we left. But the reason I like it is because I don't have to clean my actual filter as much, which is a good thing. So all I have to do is just pull this out, take out the two filters, rinse it real quick, less water wastage, and more cleaning. So I really like it. So I'm gonna leave it running for 3 hours, and I'll come back and show you how much you clean in 3 hours. Okay, so it's been 3 hours, and cleaned up all this side of the pool, and it really didn't make it all the way. So since my pool is big, you know, I may have to leave it on for a little bit longer. 3 hours is not enough for me to work, you know, for my pool. So it all depends on how big your pool is, and you know, how much you want to vacuum. So I'm going to increase my time, but it cleaned up pretty good. I mean, you know, all that side was filled with a lot of stuff, and it picked up pretty much everything. That's my kid playing. Hey, buddy. Do you like your boat? You want to say hi?
Hi.
All right, guys. So, you know, I definitely will give it a thumbs up. You know, I think it works great.